Here we go. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Off the Couch Boxing. I'm your host, Reckless Rex Ruger, along with Alexis Arguello Puppet.
And I'm your other host, Frank Benji's, back with another one.
Damn Skippy. Damn Skippy. That's right. You know how we do it on here. The best boxing conversations on the internet. What's up, Matthew Germain? I'm going to say it wrong probably, man. I think I'm going to like the way you say it more, so you say it.
MATHIEU Germain in French.
It's what in French?
MATHIEU Germain.
See, my son over there, my co-host, he actually took French in school, and he's still not going to be any help in this interview whatsoever. None.
Don't remember a lick of it, man.
I know when I ask people about English people when they listen French, it sounds like a Chinese for you, and I understand that. For me too, to speak in English with you today, that's make me more nervous than before a fight because I'm not used to talk a lot in English. I can be alright, but I'm gonna do my best.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna tell you flat out, man. I know American people that don't speak as good English as you're speaking right now.
That sounds all right to me.
Yeah, it sounds good to me too. So I gotta ask you first and foremost, man. You got a phenomenal record. I mean, 23, 2-1 is absolutely fantastic, man. So you fight at super lightweight. Is that the weight where you feel the most at home, or have you ever flirted with going to any other weight classes?
At the beginning of my career, I was thinking to go at 135 because I'm a small 140. I think I'm a small 130 that fight at 140, but I'm always fighting at this weight. I start fighting at 10, and I think at 14 was winning competition at 141.
Yeah,
and that's why for me it's rough to go down. And it's sure right now at 34 years old I can go down under 140.
Do any of the governing bodies right now, and forgive me for not knowing this, do any of the governing bodies right now currently have you ranked anywhere?
At 140, yeah, I'm ranked. I'm ranked. I think right now 9 in the IBF. Yeah.
Okay. And how does a guy like you get into boxing? It seems like we always hear the same story from a lot of our guests. Either the father pushed him into it, or they were getting in a lot of fights as a kid.
No, my brother was a pro fighter too. He got just two victories, zero loss, 2-0. And my father was doing boxing when he was young, but it's just in reality I was doing boxing before just to losing weight. When I was young, I was a fat young boy, That's why I was going to the gym to lose some weight. And after that, I found love with boxing, and I started fighting at 10, and it's never finished. Right now, I'm 34. Maybe I have 2 more years, and it's gonna be like 25 years in the game.
So so we were looking at 140 pounds. Just coming to mind right away, there's a big fight coming up between Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. What do you make of that fight? And are either one of those guys that you see yourself trying to get after?
Of course, we're fighting for something, for big fight. I want to go everywhere in England, US to fight good guy and better, the most dangerous guy. That's why I'm doing that. I'm just waiting for the call. When the call's gonna happen, I'm gonna go straight away there and fighting to shock the world, to go do the upset. I think we have like 1 upset per week in boxing. Why is it not going to be me,
Exactly. Amen to that. You're right. Yeah, we do see a lot of upsets. And plus that 140-pound division is really exciting right now. It really is.
Yeah, of course. That's why all the name you can name it, I'm never going to say no to nobody. In boxing at this time, at this moment, we have a lot of fighting experience. Nobody's scared of nobody.
Right.
It's have to be smart for the money, smart for the risk, not have high risk, low reward. You have to be paid for the risk, and I need to go fight and be the B side to go fight the US or anywhere. I need
Yeah.
that. That's why I'm gonna fight the 14th of March. Boxing is always dangerous, but for me, just to have activity and to box good and to beat that guy, and after that, waiting for the call. But I don't want to think beside my fight of the 14th. But I'm always there. I want to be ranked for that to have a call to go fight with good fighter outside my country.
And now, who is this guy on the 14th that you're fighting? What do you know about him? How do you prepare for him?
I know his name. I watch like I'm always do that for my fight. I watch like 1 minute from a fight from the guy. I let my coach doing his thing and watch the fighter. My brother too watch a lot and give me tips about the guy. And after that, like a week before the fight, I watching more. And the day of the fight too, I watching a lot to be prepared because you can always be prepared of something for a fighter, but it's always changed. That's why I'm gonna train like my trainer told me. And after that, when you're in the ring, you have to have a B and C and D plan in your head.
Yeah. Did you have a boxing idol when you grew up? Like when you were starting out boxing at a young age? Like was there a guy that was boxing that you looked up to?
What do you mean in my? What do you mean about? Sorry about. I'm not understanding the question.
When you started boxing, did you have that fighter that was kind of like your hero? That you followed his career and was your favorite?
Yeah, but I love boxing. I always watch boxing and fighter, and of course, I was loving a lot Gerald G-Man McClellan.
Oh
I don't know if
yes,
and all the fight. That's why I'm a small fighter. I'm not tall. I'm 5'6", and I'm fight like a tall guy because I was always loving watching fighter tall. With long arms and throwing punch
yeah.
with this thing. And that's why I love a lot of fighter. But the G-Man was one of my favorites. That's why my nickname is G-Time because of the G-Man too.
Inspired by the G-Man himself.
Yeah.
Got to pay homage. Got to pay homage to the greats, right? We've actually had his son on our show before. His son is
Oh
a
yeah.
boxer too. Yeah,
Oh,
Gerald
yeah,
McClellan
yeah, that's
Jr.
true. Yeah.
He's very good. He's very good. And we've also had his sister on. Obviously, it didn't end well for Gerald's career. I mean,
Yeah.
he suffered that horrible injury, and it's left him in a pretty bad way. But he's still battling, though. He's still battling.
Yeah, I know. I
He's a
see
warrior.
some video about him. And it's sad to see how that's the risk of boxing, but it's sad when you see
Very.
a great champion like that finish like he is right now. It's so sad.
Is
Yeah.
that something? Is that while we're on the subject? Is that something that you ever think about, or you just try to keep it out of your head? The fact that boxing is so dangerous, and you could end up. You know what I mean?
You don't have to think about it. We know that it's a thing that can happen. We know it before going to the ring. I'm always pray before my fight for my opponent and I have $3 and I don't want to die in the ring or things like that. I know that it's a thing that can happen. We don't want that, and we don't think too much about that type of thing.
Yeah. I guess that would be unhealthy, man. I don't think you could climb through those ropes if you were obsessing about that. It would be very difficult.
Right.
Yeah, of course you have to put there away, but it's always a thing that we know. I think all the fighters know that it's something that can happen. We see it in Canada with Adonis Stevenson. He was. I don't know if I know that you know him, but you know the situation with
Absolutely.
Adonis. It was a kind of sad too, but we know that it's a possibility.
So you've got the fight scheduled in March. How active would you like to be in 2024? Do you have a set amount of fights that you'd like to have this year?
Of course, I want to fight more. That's the thing because when you're young, you want to fight like 5 and 6 times a year. I don't want that right now. I want maybe three good fights per year,
Yeah.
4 maximum. But of course, I want to fight. Like I said, the 14th of March, and I hope the call's gonna came from outside. And I'm gonna repeat it, but I want to fight. I want big fight. I want to go outside, and that's what I'm waiting for. But opponent, a guy in 140, no. We have Arnold Barboza. That's for me, it's a good opponent, and we have a lot in 140 that that it would be good to take, you know.
If you could put your promoter hat on and you could play promoter for a minute and you could pick any guy at 140, and you could have your way, who would you fight at 140?
That's a good question. That's a good question because, uh,
I mean, I know you
of course,
mentioned Barboza's name just now.
yeah, Barbosa for me, it's a good matchup. But of course, Subriel Macias is the world champion in my division in IBF. If you want to just tell me who you want to fight right now, Subriel Macias, I want to go straight away and fight a world championship because it's a dream to fight in a world title shot in my life. I want to do it and I want to go there for win. And Subriel Macias is a good fighter. He's a strong fighter. He throws a lot. He's a big puncher, but he's not a smart, big IQ boxer. He just came there and throw some punch and beat you and outwork you, and people just quit against him because try to go fight with him and do this game. And that's why I think it's a guy that in my head I can do something good with him.
And I'm glad you're saying that too, because thank God I was about to call a timeout right there and say, hold on a second, did somebody just drop Subriel Matias's name? Because it seems like nobody wants to any part of this guy. We hear all these guys getting called out by one another, but nobody seems, he's almost like the boogeyman of that division. Nobody seems to want to fight him, and you're fully willing to fight him.
Of course, but I think the problem is in the division, it's not because people scare Subriel Matias. It's just that people want Ryan Garcia, want Haney because of the money. You know, people know that if you're gonna go fight Subriel Matias, you're gonna be paying more and less more than Garcia and the other people in the division. I think it's because of that.
But Subriel Matias is really, though, the guy at that division that is really going to make for a great fight, though. I know you're saying the other ones carry the bigger payday, but Subriel Matias is really, I think, one of the measuring sticks at 140 pounds, though, at this point. You know, he's tough.
Yeah, he's a tough fighter. He's a tough fighter, but you see, he got a loss in his career, and he beat the guy after the guy. I don't know his name. I know him. He trained in Los Angeles. I was going there for a training camp once, and I see him there. But he training, I think, with the team of Freddie Roach.
Yeah.
And, it's something because he throw a lot, and you don't have to throw power punch to hurt people. That's the thing that. But you don't have to. I don't think he's gonna stay there for champion for a long time because you in my head you need more things than just go there and throw some punch and try to knock people out. When you're gonna have a big fighter, a big boxer like Haney against him, I don't think that's gonna work for to beat him. But that's my opinion.
No, I actually like that assessment a lot. I'm not gonna lie, I agree with it a lot. I think Matias is a good gatekeeper level, but he's not gonna be like a guy that stays a continual champion. I personally
don't think so.
Yeah. And so do you feel like, in your mind, have you replayed or, have you played this scenario in your head, about what a fight with Subriel Matias would look like? Because obviously, he is a big puncher, but I think what you're kind of saying is that, technical boxing skills, could neutralize him because you're not known as a big puncher. I mean, you've got 9 knockouts.
No.
It's your game. But you're saying technically, though, a good boxer with a good game plan could beat him.
Yeah, of course. I think I can beat him, but it's just that when my experience, it's not the same kind of fighter. But when I fight Steve Claggett, he's always on you. He throw a lot of punch. That's the kind of fight that Subriel Matias is gonna try to make if you fight me.
Right.
But maybe he's a bigger puncher than Claggett. But if you neutralize that type of pressure and you throw some punch, grab him, push him. I think that can work against him. But people, when he fights Subriel Matias, just came straight and starting brawl against him, and it's doing good for like 3, 4, 5 rounds, and after that they break up.
Right. I think what happens is people end up fighting his fight.
Yeah, of course. That's what I see too.
Who was that guy? Who was that guy that just fought him and lost, and all he had was that 1-2,
1-2,
1-2. Yeah,
the guy, and he was doing good for a lot.
It just got tired.
2-3 rounds. Yeah, because he tried to do it. And this guy, I don't remember his name, but I know him, and he's a pretty good fighter, pretty good boxer. He can move around and everything, but he's just going forward and trying to knock him out.
I want to ask him. You know, I mean, just switching lanes here a little bit. You know, it's a question we like to ask a lot of guys, and you seem very knowledgeable on a lot of boxing. So I'm going to ask you, Jake Paul. Like, what do you make of those kind of spectacle fights? Is that something that is good for boxing or bad for boxing?
I think he do good thing for boxing, you know, because it's another way, like you said, we're going another way. But boxing right now, it's not too good. You know, people don't pay for pay-per-view and don't they just want to crack it and take what do you say, that not paying for fight, not pay-per-view, taking on the internet and
right. That might be
the streaming and everything. That changed the game. That's why I think a guy like Jake Paul, if you put him on the main event, people are gonna pay for it more and more. And you see about the result when you see the pay-per-view result. Jake Paul beat everybody.
Yeah, I know.
That's why, because people that didn't watch boxing want to see Jake Paul fight. Want to see people pay, like Nassim Ahmed before. People was watching him to see him be beat, or other people watching to see his fight because it was a good fighter. I think with Jake Paul, people don't want to see him being knocked out, the real fighter, the real boxer. And normal people that's watching YouTube and everything just want to see his fight. You know, that's why I think it's good for boxing. Boxing have to, like we see in Amazon and everything, we have to change the way that the people can see the boxing show. You know, you have to be you have to have a change right now about boxing.
Yeah. Now, obviously, there's a lot of guys right now in the sport. You know, we've talked about some of them: Tank Davis, Devin Haney. We got a lot of guys right now that are claiming to be, quote unquote, the face of boxing. You know, at this point in the game right now, who is the face of boxing right now? I mean, a lot of people say it's still Canelo. It could be Terrence Crawford, Bud, Haney. I mentioned Tank Davis. You know, there's a lot of guys out there that want to make the claim that they're the face of boxing.
I think it's still Canelo in my.
It's still Canelo?
Yeah, it's still Canelo. You know, it's one of the best fighters. He don't how can I say that?
Yeah.
He's the cash cow.
Yeah, of course. If I have a big fight in US and I finish the fight, if people ask me who's gonna fight, I'm gonna say the same thing in joke. You know, everybody said after this fight, I want to fight Canelo. It's Cashnelo. It's not Canelo, you know?
Yeah. Everybody wants to fight Canelo. Everybody wants to fight Canelo. What do you think about the guy?
Me too, everybody.
I'll fight him, sure, for a couple million. Yeah.
Of course, me too, man. Why not?
I'll tell you what, I'm telling you right now. If you ever see this podcast, we all want to fight you.
Yeah, back up the Brinks truck, Canelo. Back up the Brinks truck.
And you can pay me the half and that you pay the people.
Of course. You're gonna get your cut. You're gonna get your cut. You brought this out of me. You need extension now.
Let's go.
And so you're 34 years old, and I know it's a little premature maybe to think about this, but have you thought about what life looks like for you after boxing? Do you feel like you'll always be involved in the sport somehow?
I don't know. That's a good question. I always try to think a little bit about it, but for me, when I'm in something, I'm all in on it. That's why I'm in boxing. I'm all in my sport. I'm just doing that for living. And like I said before, I have $3, and I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think maybe I'm gonna have to work. Maybe for the first time it's been like I was like 14 years old last time I was working for real. You know, eating my food and go somewhere and punch. And I don't know. That's a good question. Maybe I'm gonna think about it. Yeah, that's something, you know.
Punching the clock and doing 9 to 5.
Yeah, no, I can do 9 to 5. I don't know. That's a good question. I'm gonna think about it.
I mean, we talked to John Molina Jr. last night, and he's a cop now, police
He's a
officer.
cop. Yeah, John Molina, the fighter. He fought Terrence Crawford. He fought Adrian Broner. He's a police officer now.
Yeah, I'm gonna be all right. I'm not gonna be a cop. That's
I would wait, because you're gonna forget this question, and I just thought of it, and I'm curious because he's from across the pond. You know what I mean? Might be something different.
No, he's not. He's up in Canada.
Oh, I thought he was. Oh, he's French Canadian.
Yeah,
French Canadian.
Yeah.
Anyway, though, so you're training. You got to fight the best fight of your life, right? You're about to fight for the Cash King. You're about to fight for the Cash King. You're listening. You're training. You're in the headphones. What song is playing for you to get psyched up to deliver your best rounds?
When I'm in a fight, you mean, or when I'm training for a fight?
A song that pumps you up. A song that pumps you up.
I think it's Ready or Not, Fuji song, because I'm always doing my ring entrance with it because I don't know, it's Remember when I was on the bell center and going in the ring, and that's Remember thing to me. I think it's one of that songs. It's not a lot of French song, but nobody know it. I think it's Ready or Not of the Fugees, just because that's Remember my whole professional career, you know.
I love it, man. He went Fuji's on us, man. He went, He pulled out a little Wyclef on us.
Sorry, my dog is.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah,
all dogs are welcome too. He's a good-looking one too, man.
Thank you.
He looks like he's taking a couple shots to the grill.
It's a French Mastiff. It's a big dog.
Yeah, he looks big.
It's a 145, 150 dog. Pound dog.
150 pounds?
Yeah.
He said Mastiff.
Than you.
Right now, I think I'm like maybe 4 or 5 pounds upper than how can I say? Sorry, my English. Like I said before,
that's okay. You've done a great job. No, you've done a great job. I know we talked offline, and this was a concern about your English, but I think you've done a great job.
No, absolutely.
Like I said, I'm all right. If I get a fight outside, I'm gonna talk a little bit after my fight or before the fight. But it's just that for me, I'm not comfortable. But in life, people said that you have to do things that you're not comfortable. You know, that's what I'm doing today.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, come on, man. We're a couple of pussycats here. I mean, you know, a couple of easy targets here, man. I mean, certainly no judgment here. I mean, and so I asked you earlier about being 34 years old. Do you have a time frame of when you'd like to fight until?
I'm not gonna fight at 36, 37 years old. You know, for me, it's too. I never said in my head I'm gonna stop at that time, but I'm not gonna be in the game for another 4 years. You know.
Yeah.
Sure. In my head, I don't know, maybe 2 years, and after that,
yeah.
Wanna see.
So this 2 years is you're gonna be pushing for some big shit to happen.
Yeah.
That's why I said up to I don't know. I just waiting for the call. I'm not like that, you know. I'm not doing Instagram thing. And sometimes I'm just asking, I'm gonna go right to the fighter and people? Come on, let's do it, you know. Because I don't know what can I do more to have the kind of fight that I want outside. I just want that.
And I'm surprised, and I'm surprised too, because it seems like Subriel Matias is having a very difficult time actually finding opponents. So he seems like he really wants fights. It seems like he's kind of avoided, you know.
Like I said, I don't know why. It's looked to be complicated. I think it's because people want to do money, and if Subriel Matias fighting me, I got a good record. I'm ranking good in the IBF, but people don't know me, you know. Don't know people in the boxing world don't know me, and you're gonna be paying less that if you're fighting somebody else, you know. I think it's because of the money.
It's really a shame.
Isn't it crazy how boxing is like that? Like you could be the 9th best IBF 140 pounder and nobody knows you, but the 9th best power forward in the NBA, everybody knows who that is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the money too is there.
Yeah.
In boxing is different, but I'm all right with that. And I'm not, like I said, maybe right now it's a game changer. You have to be have a lot of follower on Instagram. Have to be, it's a kind of different thing that people know you right now in the boxing game. And I'm not like that. Like I said, I have 3 daughters. I go in the gym. After that, I go take a walk with her, playing outside. I'm not gonna try to be on the gram and doing thing and nah.
That's the
It's just
sad
gonna
part.
hurt.
Yeah, right, that's the sad part right now is that boxing popularity is really dictated by like your social media presence. It's kind of sad, you know what I mean? Like it seems like the more you get on there and you bark and woof and talk a lot of trash on there, you get noticed more. It's not even really about being a good fighter anymore.
I know it's not my style. I'm not like that. If I'm in the press conference and the guy gonna try to talk trash and I hate him, I'm gonna talk and I'm gonna go there and in his face and all right, but I'm not gonna try to write to him personally.
Yeah.
And thing. I'm not like that. We're doing that because we love the boxing game and we all the fighters at this time and at this level love what you do and doing for a living. I'm not gonna try to talk trash and say bad thing about people, and it's not my style. At the beginning of my career, a little bit more. Right now, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to.
That's good. That's good. Keep your integrity. I mean, because it is kind of sad when you see these guys doing that. Because the sad thing is, there's a lot of talking, but a lot of big fights aren't getting made. It seems like a lot of these guys are just content to just kind of have a verbal battle back and forth.
Yeah, but people buy it. People love it, and
I know.
That's why they pay more. You see the thing with Ryan Garcia and David Haney. Maybe they talk before doing that thing, and we don't know. It's
people loved it the other day when they met backstage at the Super Bowl. They shoved each other a little bit. People
but
love that.
No, but that's what he's saying though. That was probably set up between.
Oh,
yeah. I think so. I think it was because maybe in the contract it's no punch in the face and everything. If somebody came straight in my face, I'm not gonna sting like that and talk to him. It's sure I wouldn't push him before that. If he's pushing me like that, maybe I'm gonna punch him.
Yeah.
It's not. It's not in the ring. It's outside the ring. It's not the same thing. Like I said, I'm a guy that I respect. Oh, sorry, I have to close my door. I don't know why the door open.
All right.
That's it. Cold outside, and the door just open.
Hey, listen, man, we're in upstate New York. I know. That's how it looks here right now too.
Yeah.
the door just opened like that.
But at least you're safe in Canada.
More safe in Canada. Yeah, you in the states of New York, but what is the city?
Yeah, but you seem
we're like close to Syracuse, like Utica area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's not too far.
Yeah.
How many time of driving to came in Montreal?
Oh, you're in Montreal. That's right over the border.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in. I'm outside Montreal, like 20 minutes. Mascouche. It's a small city. But I'm born and raised in Montreal. I'm training there all day.
What's it take to get to Montreal from here, Benji's? Maybe 3-4 hours?
Yeah, probably 3-4 hours.
Probably, yeah. Because every time we tell people we're from New York, people instantly think that we're from New York City. You know what I mean? Like no other part of New York exists but the city. You know what I mean? Like we're down where all the excitement happens, where the Empire State Building and all that stuff. Like we're about 4 or 5 hours from there.
Yeah, we're by the International Boxing Hall of Fame.
Yeah, we're right near the Boxing Hall of Fame.
Oh, okay. I came see a show on the casino. It was David Lemieux against Curtis Stevens. It's on that place, a big casino that.
Yeah, the Turning Stone.
Turning Stone. Yeah.
It's right in our backyard. Yeah, it's right in our backyard. Matter of fact, we're going to see some fights there in a couple of weeks. We got VIP passes. We're going to go cover it for the show. Yeah.
It's a nice place. It's a nice place for boxing.
Yeah, very nice. Well, I mean, listen, Matthew, it's been great having you on here, man. We really appreciate it. And listen, man, A+ on the English, buddy. No problem at all, man.
Thank you.
Job well done. Job well done. And please keep in
work
touch.
on it. I'm going to be better when I'm going to be in the television in the U.S. When I'm going to have my big fight, I'm going to be better. I'm going to work on it.
Well, when you get the big fight, just don't forget the little guys, okay?
Don't worry. I'm not like that, man. I'm not like that. I appreciate the time. Thank you, guys.
Absolutely, man. And definitely keep in touch. And we'd love to have you back on again, you know, for sure.
Thank you, man. I'm gonna let you finish your smoking.
Yeah. Man,
hey, Canada, listen. Canada was on the marijuana way before we were.
Yeah, they were. That's true.
Yeah.
I know.
We have a place just right here, 5 minutes of car, and you know what? Why not? You know, yeah, me,
absolutely.
I don't touch that, but my brother that's gonna listen to the podcast, smoking a lot.
Yeah. But hey, we wish you a lot of luck on the 14th, man. Good luck.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. I appreciate it.
And please keep us up. Please keep us up to speed on anything that's going on, and we'd love to have you back on.
Perfect. We'll stay in touch, and if you want to have me back, I'm gonna be there.
Absolutely. We appreciate it, Matthew. Talk to you soon, buddy.
Take care, man.
Thank you.
Thank you. Much love.
Yep. Thank you.
All right, later. Good guy, and good English, good grammar. And I did talk to him a little bit offline prior to, and he did have a little bit of trepidation. He told me in a Facebook message, you know, my English, I'm a little concerned. My English is a little, you know, comme ci, comme ça. I'm not really sure, but I said, hey, ours isn't that good either. That's Matthew Germain. 23. I'm probably saying that wrong. GERMAIN. He'd probably say it a little cooler. Matthew.
No, it's probably Metal Germain. It's probably Germain.
Yeah, Germain. Yeah, I know. I'm saying it Germain like it's like some you know, some Americanized version of.
It's not Matthew. It's more like Metal.
Yeah, MATHIEU Germain.
Yeah.
Germain. Yeah. But he's 23-2. You heard him, man. He's ranked top 10 in the IBF. And a bold move that I really like, more or less calling out Subriel Matias.
Right.
I mean, that's how I took it.
Me too.
I mean, that's his clickbait moment on here, man. And that's not something that a lot of guys are brazen enough to do at this point. But he sounds like he's got a game plan. 23-2-1, 9 knockouts. So I imagine his game plan would be to not go in and fight fire with Subriel and play his game.
I agree with him in his assessment, though, that I think that's the game plan to beat.
That is the game plan, yeah.
You gotta move around. You gotta have a lot of offense is going to be done with your legs.
Yeah, and Subriel so far has pulled a lot of guys into fighting his fight, man. You know what I mean? He hits him, he clips him a couple times, and they want to brawl with him, man. Like they want to get some get back. You know what I mean? And then he's got him, man. He sets the trap.
I feel like Ergashev had it in the beginning, but the 1-2, you can't just keep going to the same well.
Right.
Eventually, the guy's gonna figure out your combo, and then you know.
That was a good interview, man. We thank him for doing it, man. G time. I like that, man. Hey, you're paying a little homage to the G man, Gerald McClellan. He gave him some props. We love the McClellan clan.
Yeah, I was wicked surprised when he said that.
I know. I mean, that's a guy right there, man, who knows good boxing right there, man. You know,
wicked surprised when he said that.
Yeah, G-Man, obviously, man, one of our great warriors of all time, man, and his son now carrying on the McClellan name. We've had his beautiful
Gerald McClellan Jr., dude, one of my all-time favorite interviews we did. Fucking love that.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah. Come and think of it, man. We got to have the G-Man. We got to have G-Man Jr. back on here soon, man, to find out.
That's so G.
Try to get some updates on what's going on with his career. But what's going on with Off the Couch Boxing is the greatest boxing conversations that you'll find anywhere on the web. I don't even want to say episodes.
And like we said, catch us March 2nd, Turning Stone Casino, Verona, New York. We're out there.
Yeah, we're going to be out there. We're going to be watching the big featherweight title doubleheader, man, and covering it, and hopefully getting some good still shots and some good video, and hopefully some killer knockouts. And who knows, maybe a little chin wag with Timothy Bradley. Who knows if ESPN is there covering it or whatever? I think it's an ESPN fight. It's on it's on a Saturday night. It's on a Saturday night, but I guess we'll be mingling around the crowd, man, seeing what kind of trouble we can get into.
Yeah.
So make sure to like and follow us on Facebook. Hit that notification bell so you can stay tapped into this amazing content that you are not going to get anywhere else. The Alexis Arguello puppet guarantees it. You're not going to find interviews and or conversations like this anywhere else, man, with, as I like to say, legends, luminaries, guys on the come up, anybody associated with the knuckle game. We're all about it.
Yeah. So it's your boy, Frank Bengz, telling you, hit the notification bell, find us on Facebook and add us as a friend. And listen, man, you're talking to the guy they call AKA Jamal Crawford Jr. because
nobody ever.
My handles are so ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's what I've been dubbed. So,
yeah.
I mean, from AKA Jamal Crawford Jr., AKA Baby Busey, to Gary Busey, I can go 15 seconds with anything.
Remember, kids, if you want to be a champion, you must roll with the champs.